Hello, I'm Amara Jones, and today is Tuesday, June 2nd. This is Caffeine TV, your daily news brief, here to take you through 3 headline numbers in just 3 minutes, giving you a different take on everything from housing policy to the Real Housewives. We're happy to be back after our Memorial Day break. The first number today is 95, as in 95%. That's the proportion of TSA locations at airports across the country which failed to detect weapons and bombs being snuck through security checkpoints in an operation to determine the agency's readiness to stop a terrorist attack. Things are so bad that at one location, when the metal detector went off due to the fact that a man had a fake bomb strapped to his back during a standard TSA pat-down, the agent failed to figure it out, and it's no surprise that the head of the TSA was fired yesterday. Now, what's interesting is that this revelation comes during the midst of a debate in the Senate over the renewal of the Patriot Act, which, as we've discussed before, allows the government to spy on the nature of every single American's phone calls, all in the name of our security. But it seems as if the Senate wants to really make a dent in our security. They'll help find a way for the 40,000 TSA agents to focus on looking at what's hidden in plain sight. The next number today is 8, as in 8-1. That was the new unanimous vote by the U.S. Supreme Court yesterday against retailer Abercrombie & Fitch and in favor of Samantha Eloff, a Muslim woman who applied for a sales job at Abercrombie & Fitch. Now, this case got started because Miss Eloff wore a hijab, a headscarf, to her interview, and when the person who interviewed her went to the store manager to see whether or not they could hire her, the store manager said that no was the case because, according to Abercrombie & Fitch's quote lookbook, close quote, they couldn't hire anyone who wore a hat. I never confused a headscarf with a hat, but hey. Well, not surprisingly, Ms. Eloff sued for job discrimination on the basis of religion, but Abercrombie & Fitch tried to get cute with it by saying, well, because she never told them during the interview that the headscarf was for religious purposes, that how were they supposed to know? And so it wasn't job discrimination. But Supreme Court Justice conservative Antonin Scalia figured it out, and he told them that, quote, this case was easy, close quote, and of course the court found in her favor. But honestly, Abercrombie & Fitch might want to take a look at the way in which it views its potential Muslim customers. That's because Islam is the fastest growing religion in America, and they might just be leaving money on the table. The last number of today is $4.99, as in $4.99. That's the cost of a Vanity Fair magazine on whose cover Caitlyn Jenner, formerly Bruce, made her debut yesterday in a series of stunning photos shot by celebrity photographer Annie Leibovitz. Now, what's interesting is that many people on social media expressed shock that Caitlyn looked so flawless in her corset on the cover of Vanity Fair, but I was surprised at their surprise. I mean, first of all, she's a former Olympian, so there's no way that she wasn't going to do less than all of that. Secondly, she's got enough money to look any way she wants to, and thirdly, she's still a Kardashian, and there's no way that she was going to be rolled out looking anything less than on fleek. But I have to say that when I saw the cover of Vanity Fair, I looked at it and I thought, well, that's just another pretty woman on the cover of Vanity Fair, which in the end was always the point.